ようこそばんさいチャンネルへ。今回もスターフィールドの続きをプレイしていこうじゃないか。さてネイバーについていくんだったな。やーしょくん。
I'm only stationed on the key until the heat dies down. Then it's back to raiding and pillaging.
さてどこに行くのかな。なかなか歩幅を合わせるのが難しいな。何もました。
Alright, let's get right to it. Did you get the Earth Savior Award? Or I'm not gonna be very disappointed.
賞を渡す。ほら。
Well, well, look at that. You followed my directions, and now you're gonna end up with some credits in your pocket.
どうも。
Of course, it would have been more money if you hadn't blabbed about the damn thing to roll call. But that's on you. Anyway, here's your cash. Keep this up, and I might even start respecting you. All right,
これはありがたい。
we've all got work to do, so let's get to it.
UC ビジランスで任務の進
Here
捗
to
を報
upgrade
告
that
す。
ship of yours?
いやー、司令官だろ。
So I heard there was a bit of excitement on the Siren of the Stars. Your handiwork, I assume?
ガルバンクの身分証を盗んだ。ここのニュースは伝達が早い。精霊オブザスターズの上閣には逮捕されるべき者がいる。
Nice work. Any specific evidence you picked up regarding criminal activity should be given to Lieutenant Toft after the debriefing.
If the evidence pans out, you can visit those alleged criminals in our break the next time you stop by the Vigilance. But for now, what do you have on Delgado and his little ragtag group of pirates?
ここのニュースは伝達が早い。
We told you we'd be keeping tabs on you. So, did you get information for us or not?
ガルバンクの身分証を盗んだ。
Yes, and I heard there were no casualties. Excellent work.
言うことを聞いてるだろう。
Except for the hit squad that you took down at the archives. We've taken care of that mess, by the way.
それはどう
Speaking
も
of。which, I assume you copied the information from the Galbank's computers. Let me see what you got. So the legacy went down at Bannock 4. Bannock 4. Why does that sound familiar, Toft?
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant, sir. There isn't a ship in the fleet that could safely get near that type of world.
デルガダを方法を見つけるだろう。彼らは行き詰まったと感じている。なぜそれをしている？
The Bannock system was the site of a significant battle during the Narian War. I had to do a research paper on the subject at the Academy.
なるほど。勤勉だな。彼らは行き詰まったと感じている。
Good. That should slow them down for a while.
彼らは想像以上に早く動いている。彼らを助けすぎている気がする。彼らに同情しそうだ。どうするかな。同情しそうだ。
What, are you kidding me? I don't feel bad for them at all. In fact, I can't wait till the key is a smoldering pile of space debris.
All right, calm down, Lieutenant.
態度
Even
のは
if
何か
Delgado
ご事情がおありのようだ
needed
な。
solution to the EM problem, there's still the matter of tracing the legacy's transponder signal.
その問題を解決するのがコムスパイクと呼ばれるものだ。誰かを飛ばして自力で追走できないのか？
I'm not certain. Galbank uses their own proprietary transponder system. Even a ship as old as the Legacy would be a challenge to trace. And even if we could find the ship, we don't have anything strong enough to resist those levels of EM radiation. Unfortunately, we're hampered by the same obstacles as the Crimson Fleet.
なるほど。私はクリックスの遺産に近づく手助けをしているが、それはいいのか？
Of course I am. We don't really have a choice in the matter. There are no shortcuts. The route you're taking to secure Crix's legacy for the Crimson Fleet is the only one at our disposal. If you suddenly change your behavior, they'll know something's wrong. I realize it's difficult, but I urge you to stay the course for now. In the meantime, we'll formulate a plan to ensure the Crimson Fleet doesn't get their hands on that money.
承知した。その問題を解決するのがコムスパイクと呼ばれるものだ。
They have information about the comm spike? Damn it.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that device, sir.
No, you shouldn't be familiar with it. It's a highly classified project.
なるほ
It's
ど
an。advanced signal decryption and tracking device that the UC Navy's been working on for years. How the hell did the Crimson Fleet find out about that?
内通者でもいるんじゃないのか
Somewhere, sir. It's the only thing that makes sense. I'll see what I can find out.
Fine. This is what we're going to do. You keep playing along and go after the comm spike. Lieutenant Toft and I will see what we can find out about Bannock 4.
何か証拠が見つかったらまた報告する。コムスパイクを手に入れようとしていることを UC 海軍に警告しないのか。紅の艦隊を攻撃するよう評議会は説得できそうか。警告しないのか。
I don't see the point. The Crimson Fleet apparently has a pipeline of information flowing from somewhere within the UC military. Any attempt to move the comm spike would be a waste of time. We need to play this close to the vest.
なるほど。また報告するよ。
Perfect. Just stick with the plan and we'll see who gets to Crix's legacy first.
私がいただきたいものだがな。レベルアップキーでネイバとジャスミンに会う。
Alright, Jazz. What do you got?
According to the latest, the comm spike is being developed at UC Star Station SY920. Location undisclosed.
Fantastic. So how do we disclose it?
We could lean on your smuggling contact. Call in that favor. You know who I mean.
Our friend on Jimson. Nice one, Jazz. I'll make the arrangements.
方針は決まったか
Brooke. Next stop, New Atlantis.
ニューアタナンティだぞ。
Your connection is Juan Dayu.
不安
She's
だ
got
よ。
most of the premium UC smuggling routes locked down tight. If you don't piss her off, she should be able to sneak you past SY920's security.
Just remember to count your fingers after you shake hands with her.
言ってくれるじゃないか。彼女は役に立ちそうだ。問題が起きると考えるべきか。有料な密輸ルート
Definitely. We're talking cargo depots, star yards, research stations, and, like in SY920's case, military outposts. I've never seen someone new to the game have so many contacts. It's the reason we let her join up in the first place. I don't know how she accomplished that. We've been trying to crack some of those places for years.
なるほど。問題が起きると考えるべきか
You're in the fleet. You should always expect trouble. As far as Juan goes, even though she's one of our newer contacts, you shouldn't have any problems dealing with her.
だといいが。
I sure hope so. She might be our only crack at finding a decent decryption device. Once Juan gets you past the guard dogs, it's gonna be on you to locate the comm spike. According to the data we have, it's in the prototype phase, meaning there should only be a single device aboard the station.
Basically, you break it, you bought it.
無事に持って帰る。どんな装置なんだ
Unfortunately, I have no idea.
Ah.
Like Neva said, it's a prototype, so it could look like anything. Once you're inside SY920 and you're behind their firewalls, you should pick through their computer system. With any luck, it'll point you the right way.
Oh, and one more thing.
なんだ
SY920 is a UC military installation. That means it's guarded by heavily armed troops. And we both know those idiots don't mess around. If you intend to turn the place into a shooting gallery, you might want to be sure you're hauling an arsenal, because you're gonna need it.
わかった。正面から突破しても構わないのか
Are you kidding? The UC's already painted giant red crosshairs on our backs. Keyway and his pals at SysDef won't rest until we're dead. It's not like you can make them any angrier at us, right? Shoot the place full of holes if you want. Just bring back that comm spike.
わかった。
Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so I'm gonna arrange a meeting with Juan at Kay's place in the well. In the meantime, I'll make sure Jazz comes up with a solution to the electromagnetic atmosphere problem at Bannock 4.
Oh, okay. You'll make sure. More like get drunk while Jazz does all the hard work. Typical.
Privileges of rank, my darling.
要はサボるってこ
We'll
とだ。
discuss it a little later. And you, get the hell out of here. And don't come back without that comm spike in your cargo bay.
不安について話せることはあるか？不安にコムスパイクの使い道を聞かれたら何と答えればいい？
I'm gonna leave that up to you, Rook. If you get into deep trouble and you think bringing her into the fold is gonna make the difference, tell her whatever you want. At some point, Delgado's gonna be promising everyone their cut of Crix's legacy. If we want him to stick with the fleet, it's inevitable.
ほ
But
う。
until the money's within reach, the less people that know, the better.
不安について話せることはあるか？
The Crimson Fleet made contact with her about a year ago. We were searching for a smuggling connection in UC space, and her name kept popping up repeatedly, so I decided to put her to the test. Not only did she pass, but the results were off the charts. Made us both a ton of credits. That was good enough for me. Beyond that, I don't know much about her. But hey, as long as she keeps my gal bank account humming, she can keep all the secrets she wants.
承知した。
Hit me up if you got questions.
なんとか遺産を独り占めできないもんかな。ここか。
Sure hope your
ウェル。
day's going as well.
あいつか。
Gay's place is like
Ite.
second home. Problem is, I don't know.
あれ。よっと。さて、この女か。
I take it your neighbor's new recruit?
では、あんたは密話人か。新人だが作戦に参加している。名前はバンサイだ。
And rest assured, if I ever need to remember it, I will.
言ってくれるじゃないか。
SY920 is one of my regular stops, so I already have the necessary approvals. Neva says you're after a piece of UC tech. So to get it, we're going to need to get you on board. I can do that, but I have conditions.
だろうな。聞いてみよう。そうか、またルールが増えた。こちらにも条件がある。アシスタントがリストを送るから確認してくれ。
Huh. Eva warned me you were difficult. Clearly, I didn't understand what she meant, but I do now. If I can be candid, for this job to work, we'll have to do this my way. We take my ship, and you're a member of my crew. But make no mistake, once you board, the risk is entirely yours.
も
This
ちろ
route
ん
is
だ。
highly lucrative, and sacrificing it is not an option.
わかった。増援を期待していた。何かあったらすぐ逃げ出すのか？紅の艦隊への忠誠はあるのか？
Look, I know I don't have a lot of history with the fleet, but I'm putting my reputation and ship on the line for this. That alone should tell you enough.
なるほど。わかったよ。お嬢さん。
Good, then we have a deal. In any case, when you're ready, meet me at my ship. It's the Jade Swan.
ジェイド
And make
ス
sure
ワン。
you're prepared for the long haul. Once you're on board SY920, you can't come and go as you please.
いつでもいいよ。この仕事についてどれくらい知っている？このステーションにはどれくらいの頻度でドッキングしている？仕事をしている相手のことを知りたい。話してほしい。
I'd like to, but I need to keep a low profile. In my experience, the more people know about you, the more they have over you.
信頼できる人が必要だ。互いの長所と短所を知ることは作戦にも役に立つ。そうだな。あんたの情報を聞きたいのは悪用するためだ。
I thought you might. You're a pirate after all. But it takes one to know one. Anyways, I appreciate the small talk. Delgado's crew aren't usually so chatty.
そんなことないだろ。
Focus on the mission.
あいつらめちゃくちゃおしゃべりだぞ。
Bar stories and share scars when we've got enough creds to buy the bar and fix the scars.
なるほど。わかったよ
We'll。talk more on the ship.
さて、じゃあどっち行けばいいかな。
They say never hire a man.
まさかあれが彼女の船か。ずいぶんでかいな。私の船の何倍だ？かなりでかいぞ。ん？なんじゃこりゃはあ、こういう作りもあるのか。でかっ。はあ、ちょっと船を作る上での参考にしよ それにしてもでかい。この上か。広い船だな。はあ、これすごい。上にはどうやって行けばいいんだ。こっちだな。
Yes, what?
上に行くにはどうすればいい？これか？違う。これが。
Yes?
違うぞ。よいしょ。待たせたな、お嬢さん。
Alright, a few things to note. When we get to the checkpoint, UC military will be hailing us. Let me do the talking. Pretend you're a piece of cargo if you have to.
そこは問題なさそうだ。ティッシュ箱のように黙っていいよ。ありがたい計画だ。喋れないと不安になる。ティッシュ箱のように黙っていいよ。
Good. Say nothing and let their minds fill in the gaps. Now, like I said before, once we take off, there's no turning back until this job is done. If you need to take care of anything before we leave, do it. If you want to ask me any other questions, go for it.
準備ができた。行こう。
Alright, then get comfortable. We leave for SY920 immediately.
よろしく頼むよ。
Prepare for takeoff. Routing power to engine and grab drive. All systems go.
We'll graph jump to SY920 from here. Don't worry about your personal ship. The fleet will make sure it's secure. You can take this time to prepare. Just try not to bother my pilot while they're flying.
Don't worry.
いろいろ言ってくれる
I've
な
spent half、
お
my
嬢
life
さん。
walking and chewing gum at the same time. I can handle a little banter.
お
Sounds like you're putting in a request for double duty.
Captain, I retract my earlier statement. For the record, I don't even like gum.
厳しい船長だな。
Noted. Just get us there safe.
Roger that.
では、お嬢さんのこと聞かせてもらおうか。
I've taken a lot of cargo to that station. Not all of it legitimate. You're the first person I've smuggled, though.
Pardon.
You've entered secure UC military space.
他人の船に乗るのは初めてだからな。
Or you will be considered hostile.
This is Captain Juan Daiyu, cargo class ship ID UC7938, requesting permission to dock.
ここが
Prepare your
SY920。
ship for scanning. You're clear to dock in docking bay 2.
Looks like we're clear. We'll talk more once we're docked.
承知した。これ、取れんの？あ、取れた。ありがとうよ。さて、不安と話す。
Okay, we're in. First things first. The station is enormous, with checkpoints everywhere. To get past them, you'll need a military uniform. And to get a uniform, you'll need to get to the barracks. There should be a way through the vents. You can get to them via the maintenance store downstairs. There's an intercom there as well, where we can make contact.
なるほ
Once you
ど。
get a uniform, it should be fairly easy to find an elevator to the command bay. But if at any point your cover's blown, I'm gone.
もちろんだ。心配しなくても疑われない。その時はグラウドライブの準備をしておけ。そのチェックポイントについても、もう一度話してくれるか。その続きこうがどうした？
This is a star station, so there are plenty of ventilation ducts you can slither into.
なる
As far
ほ
as
ど。
tactics go, it's an oldie, but goodie.
ああ、そういうことか。困った場合はどうする？連絡と方法なのか。心配じゃなくても疑われないよ。
I would hope not. But if they do, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Either way, for now, get on that station and find that intercom. We'll talk more then.
やれやれ、じゃあ行こうか。下の換気口って言ってたな。 では行こうか。さて、
You with the Jade Swan? Loading and unloading only. Stay clear of the military barracks.
承知し
Do
た。
your job. Keep your head down.
この下か。オプション不安と話す。不安はどこにいる？下か。川越に入った報告は以上だ。
And you found the intercom. That's a start. If I'm not mistaken, the maintenance door should be in front of you. If you can find a way to open it, it'll get you past the first checkpoint.
できることを探ろう。鍵のかかったドアを通過する方法はたくさんある。他にキーを入手する方法はあるか？
Right. Pick a lock or pick a pocket. Shouldn't be too hard for a Crimson Fleet pirate to pull off.
まあな。
Anyway, the door will let you access the vents. Go up the vents and to the barracks. You should find a uniform there. The uniform should get you through the checkpoint and to the elevators. We'll talk again once you get to the command bay.
了解した。さて、アドバンスだから無理だな。さて、どうしたものか。持ってないな。持ってない。あ、カードキーあった。さて。スリは成功するかな。はい。OK! よし。OK! さて、お次はエキスパートか。おっと、これは大丈夫なのか？見つかったらやばそうだが。お、いただきだ。新しいアイテム。これだな。よし。これで、あれ？これでいいのかな？おっと。ちょっと待った。何か気になるぞ。セキュリティ基準、エンゲージメント、ポルフィール。よし。他は特にない。よし。さて問題はここだな。来ているから大丈夫だと願いたいが。大丈夫そうだ。よし。
State your business.
コマンドブドウメインに出頭しなければならない。
Logging ensign level clearance. Go on ahead.
あぶね ったくザラで助かった。なるべく連中には見つからないようにいかないとな。さて、オプション不安に話しかけるインターコムを探す。これか。不安、君の声が聞けなかったよ。コマンドベイに着いた。全員倒せばアクセスしやすくなるんだけど、手に入れた制服を使って警備員を通り抜けられる。通気口やステーションの構造を利用すればアクセスはいらないんだけど、通り抜けられるんじゃないか？なるほど。優秀だな。さてどうするか。オプション許可コードはどこだ？これか。ああ、またこれか。よし。ああ、時間かかった。チェックポイントに入場するには、声明と階級に基づいた許可コードを取得してください。ああ。まあ、これでいいのか。よし。さて。やーしょくん。あとはこっちか。
Need your clearance code, Marine.
コードを持っている。
All right, Ensign. Let's hear it.
しまった。AK174。
Clear, Ensign Akasaka.
おー、よかったー。あー、びっくりしたー。
Commander Natara, test flights for the latest prototypes are ready to go.
ナタラ司令官。おー、司令官か。
If you aren't assigned to this level, Ensign, you need to leave.
何もないか。失礼した。司令官のくせに何も持っていないの。よし。さて。おっと、誰かが来たようだ。大丈夫なのかこれは。あ、大丈夫だ。プロジェクト、スバリン、コムスパイク。これか。プロジェクトリーダー、許可。プロジェクトリーダーはガブリエル・ウォーゲラ博士です。コムスパイクに関する問い合わせはすべて同志へ行ってください。その他の件については、ナタラ司令官がステーションの、最高責任者に連絡してください。セキュリティ及び強化。階級別セキュリティ強化将棋以上。その他のセキュリティ要件、コードによる強化。レベル5、レベル6、レベル4の許可は、司令官の承認がある場合のみ取得できます。なるほど。オーバーライド許可。コムスパイク案。プロジェクト承認。なるほど。他はさて。 これは開けない方がいいな。ここはおそらくデータベースであることから、こっちだな。ここではないのかな。やはりさっきのところか。違う。
Dr. Vogel has put in a request for more personnel. It seems there was an accident.
Oh.
It's always something with that doctor. Not to change the subject, but are we concerned about potential?
よし。ここまでは順調だな。不安？ 貨物なんだが置いていくがないだろうな。まあここまでは楽しかった。待て、本当に去るのか？楽しかったよ。
That being said, I can stay in orbit for a short while. I'll need to send word to Delgado anyway, if you don't get off that station. But it looks like you'll need to find your own way off the ship. That doesn't mean you're trapped. On a station this big, there are bound to be other vessels you can steal. As a member of the Crimson Fleet, I trust you can handle that.
もちろんだ。心配するな。私の腕は最高だ。一緒に仕事をしていると思っていた。警告しておく。これからそちらに注意を向ける。別れ際だが助言はあるか？
I don't know what you're after, but my guess is you're looking for a scientist. It might even help if you pick up a lab coat and use it to blend in.
なるほど。心配するな。私の腕は最高だ。
I like the confidence. Either way, you're going to get your chance to prove it. Good luck. If you make it out alive, next time you're at the Nova, I'll buy you a drink.
それ楽しみだ。さて、白衣を盗むと言われてもな。白衣。
Yes?
失礼。白衣はあるかい？ないな。さて、あとはこれか？マネキン。これは白衣？白衣じゃないの。
I've heard the team is looking for more.
I should stop letting my career define my self-worth. The project might not.
こいつか。
Intercepting transponder data in the Alpha system might be promising. Wait, who are you? Why are you in here? Did you not see the sign?
あ、まずい。セキュリティチームの者はコムスパイスを渡してほしい。コムスパイスを定期的にチェックするため装置にアクセスしなければならない。看板？
The sign outside that says no visitors. Wait, did they not put that up? I requested it ages ago, but not surprising. Ever since Commander Natara took over, the priorities have changed.
なるほど。プロジェクト UCE86 の担当者か？
Oh yes. I've been studying decryption of all types for quite a long time. Probably since before you took your first crab jump. Signal protocol, quantum ratchet symmetry, interleaving data extrapolation. You name it.
ああ、人間の言葉で頼む。
I've probably forgotten half of it, but I definitely knew it once.
なるほど。コムスパイスを定期的にチェックするため装置にアクセスしなければならない。
Don't you mean access to the ship? Because the comm spike isn't a device, it's a module.
なるほど。
It's attached to a prototype in one of our docking ports. We're still in the testing phase, running decryptions across a variety of signal types, but the results so far have been very promising. It can even interpolate signal data lost in the retrieval.
それはすごい。
It's a wondrous technology.
ミラーリングでもしてるのかな？可能性に期待しているようだな。普通の言葉に直してほしい。コムスパイクは船のモジュールなのか期待しているようだな。
It's potential. Huh. We are far beyond potential. This is the biggest advancement in decryption tech since the Ondo-Patarak inference theorem. Everything beyond this point is purely extra credit. And yes, there are certain kinks to be worked out, missing parts and the occasional traumatic injury here and there, but it's all part of the adventure.
完成はしていないようだ。腕利きのパイロットならはずだ。冒険が好きだから、どこにあるか教えてほしい。船なら完璧だ。一石二鳥になる。完成してないようだな。
Oh, it's ready. We're long past the inference stage. Statistical models can only go so far. And now that we've corrected the prior mishaps, it's time for real flesh and blood pilots to stress test the systems. They're kind unafraid to make the necessary sacrifices. In short, I've requested a full squadron of these brave and fearless Marines to be transferred to the station. They'll give the prototype a final run, and provided there are minimal casualties, we can present our findings to MAST.
なるほど。不安を裏切る。時間がない。ジェイドストアの船長がコムスパイクを盗もうとしている。すぐにプロトタイプを隠しなきゃいけない。説得。実は新しいテストパイロットの一員だ。
Splendid.
お、よかったー。
That was fast. I thought I put in the request this morning. Normally my requests aren't given this much attention, let alone haste. It seems a tad suspicious.
Uh-oh. 出たぞー。さーてどうなるかな。無駄話をしている時間はない。理由は機密だけど、この船を操縦するよう頼まれた。よし。
It would have been nice if they kept me in the loop. I am the project lead, after all.
無駄話をしている時間はない。緊急事態だと聞いていたんだ。
You're right.
危ねー。
We do need to hurry if we're going to have this module ready. All right, you've convinced me. You're the new test pilot. You'll need a uniform and a terminal password to authorize a flight and get past Natara's cumbersome checkpoints. The uniform you can get in the locker room area, the password you get from me. You'll find the prototype ship in Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center. And of course, best of luck. You are doing science a great service by undertaking this sacrifice.
ありがとう、博士。ではでは。まずは、近しいところから。これか。これか。これと、これと、これか。よし。で、その次に、似合うかな？あっち側に行くには、上か？いや、こっちから行くような気がするな。ん？ダメか。
I've heard technology in the station would make the FC surrender before we even started another war.
失礼。ほっ。こっちではないのか。あ、こっちか。
Reporting for duty, pilot.
テストフライトを控えている。許可を得ているボーゲル博士からな。
Another test flight, huh? You pilots are braver than me. You're clear to pass. Don't forget to schedule the flight in the control center.
了解した。テスト飛行の予定を申請する。なるほど。
Excuse me. Commander Natara has asked them to be on. Well, I have.
これか？ 許可済みの飛行。追加するプロジェクト。コムスパイク。よし。そしたら今度はこれか。よし。何の問題もなく進んでよかったな。博士、あなたの研究は我々紅の艦隊が使わせていただく。有効にな。
Prototype ship, you are cleared for takeoff. We'll begin the test on your departure.
はいよ。ドッキング解除。
Recording test flight data. Please adhere to the scheduled flight plan and let us know if you have any issues.
さて、キーに戻ろうじゃないか。待たせたな。
Nice to know Neva was right about you. It's good to have a promising rookie with the fleet.
似合ってるじゃないか、その制服。あんたの協力がなければ無理だった。まだまだ学ぶべきことがたくさんある。あまり楽になってなかったな。まあいいが、ネイバーが保証してくれた？
Surprise? Neva talks tough, and frankly, she is tough. But she's not a machine.
なるほど。あんたの協力がなければ無理だったよ。
I won't deny I helped. Let's hope the compensation reflects that, huh? Anyway, I believe I owe you a drink. It's the last time I'm paying, of course. Because if Delgado's right about Crix's legacy, you've earned more than your fair share already with that comm spike.
クリックスの遺産はもらったようなものだ。誰にも時間を無駄にされたくない。その遺産が本物だといいが。
You read my mind. I don't like the thought of putting my routes in jeopardy over an old story. But I respect Delgado and I believe he's onto something. What that is, though, remains to be seen. Anyway, I've kept you long enough. Now that you've had your drink and my debt is paid, it's time for you to give Delgado the good news.
了解した。さて、デルガドはどこかな？戻ったぞ、デルガド。あれ？もしもし？
Jasmine tells me that you not only brought us the comm spike, but an entire prototype UC ship. I'm impressed, Rook. Very impressed.
どうも。コムスパイクは船に内蔵されているから選択肢がなかった。紅の艦隊はスペアパーツを使えると思った。ところで船はどこにある？まあ選択肢がなかったんでな。
Should have taken the compliment, Rook. Dale doesn't give those out often. Juan gave us the full rundown of your little smash and grab operation. She gave you some really high praise. Said you were a pro.
光栄だ。
From what I hear, receiving praise from Juan Dayu is quite an accomplishment. All in all, a job well done. Now, on to the business at hand. Jasmine, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, boss. What's up?
How's it going?
I already have two of my crew tearing the ship apart from one end to the other. Comm spike shouldn't be too tough to extract. I'm looking forward to seeing what those UC techs have been up to.
Keep me posted. All right. That leaves our electromagnetic atmosphere problem. And I think we've discovered a solution.
Oh?
There's a corporation in the city of Neon called Generdyne. They're responsible for the massive conduction grid that powers the city. We get our hands on their electrical absorption tech, and Jasmine swears she can tame it to handle Bannock 4.
ほう。ジャズなら必ずその技術を使いこなせるだろう。ジャズがその技術を使いこなせるかどうかにかかるのは心配だ。コンダクショングリッドとは何だ？
It's the giant shroud that covers the entire city. Big ugly thing that Generdyne uses to absorb lightning strikes. When you arrive at Neon, I'm sure your contact will fill you in with all the boring details.
まあ、使いこなせるだろ。
You damn right she can. My girl can piece together a jump engine with her eyes shut. Literally, I've seen her do it. Lost good money on that bet.
なんだそれ。
All right, let's not get carried away, Neva. Now, why don't you give us the info on our Neon contact?
You get to meet up with the lovely Estelle Vincent. She's had her deft little fingers on the pulse of Neon for some time now. Whatever info you need, I guarantee she can get.
Estelle is one of the most reliable captains we have in the fleet. If I want something done, there's none of the typical bullshit. It gets done, and afterward we all split the cash.
まあ、リーダーもやりやすいでしょうね。仲良くやると思う。分け前を分配する分が気に入っている。そのコメントが何かを本音で化してないといいが。
You'll find I rarely imply things. In fact, I take pleasure in declaring my words straight to your goddamn face. Here is an example. I want you to do everything Estelle asks. Follow her instructions to the letter. She is valuable to the fleet. You piss her off and we lose her as a contact, you're going to be answering to me.
Estelle will be waiting at Madame Sauvage's place. I'd say don't keep her waiting, but chances are she won't mind. Girl loves her liquor.
And keep your eyes on the prize. Neon's one big distraction for people like us, so I want you focused. We are one step away from Quix's legacy, and we cannot afford any screw-ups.
一度も失敗してないんだがな。さて、UC ビジランスへ進む。やあ、司令官。
It seems you had quite the eventful mission on your hands. You still have the Crimson Fleet's trust, and you were able to spare lives in the process.
見つからずにあのステーションへ潜入するのは難しかった。UC ステーションだったから誰も傷つけないよう最善を尽くした。最善を尽くしたよ。
And on behalf of the United Colonies and Commander Natara, I thank you.
Excuse me, sir. I hate to interrupt, but there's still the matter of the comm spike to discuss.
Yes, of course, Lieutenant. Time is short, and we should get to the matter at hand. Please give me your report.
時間がないとはどういう意味だ?
With the acquisition of the comm spike, the fleet is one step closer to Crix's legacy. And the more people we arrest, the greater the chance that your infiltration is discovered. We're working against the clock here, so let's start by discussing the status of the comm spike.
デルガドはジャスミン・デュランドにコムスパイクを任せている。
Then it's just a matter of time before she reverse engineers it to fit the fleet's purposes. So what does Delgado have you doing next? Has he solved the Bannock 4 problem?
バノック4問題?
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. Your ship will need special protection to ensure the electromagnetic disturbances in the planet's atmosphere don't fry your sockets.
ああ、そうだったな。彼はネオンにあるジェネラル団員社のコンダクショングリッドが鍵になると考えている。
The conduction grid?
That's brilliant, but is it actually possible? It's 80-year-old tech. Sorry,
だいぶ古いな。
The conduction grid is how Neon generates its power. It essentially absorbs lightning strikes and converts it to usable energy.
なるほど。
It would take a hell of an engineer to modify the technology to handle Bannock 4's EM field. An engineer, like Jasmine Durand.
That's the case. Inform our contacts on Neon that our operative will be touching down there in the near future.
Absolutely, sir.
And before you depart, I wanted you to know that your efforts are helping us gain interest among my superiors. They're finally beginning to believe that we can take down the Crimson Fleet and make amends for the UC's embarrassing mistake.
ようやく真剣に考えているようで何よりだ。それが報酬の増加につながることを願う。
I'll see what I can do. You've certainly gone above and beyond the call of duty. All right. I suppose that's all for now. I'll be looking forward to your next report. Good luck. Please, be careful.
どうも。おお、素晴らしい。さて、ネオンへ向かう。おお、すごいな。本当に雷受けてる。すごいじゃないか。 なかなか遠いな。おー、これは落ちたら多分死ぬよな。あ、おやおや。でしょ。なるほど。おお、なんだ、チャイニーズ。この下か。
Stay safe, buddy.
お、いい店じゃないか。こいつか。どうも、お嬢さん。
You looking to get zoned?
What? あんたを探していた韓国語ではない演技はいらない。ふわふわ
Yeah, you know, dusted, blazed, frosted, high. If you weren't here to buy some Aurora, then what the heck do you want?
紅の艦隊のものだ。
Really? You just gonna blurt it out like that? Good God. Since it's obvious you're the rook that Delgado sent, I'm gonna save both of us some time. Turn around, fly back to the key, and tell the big boss that I'm in no mood to screw around. We'll make this deal when he starts taking me seriously.
おやおや、ルーキーと呼ばれることには飽きた。前置きはいい。仕事をしよう。詳細がいる。
Specifics, huh? Okay, fine. I spent the last 3 months setting up this job, burned 2 contacts and a hell of a lot of credits. The whole time, I'm also keeping Bayu off our backs. That idiot even catches a whiff of money and latches onto you like a damn leech.
川のように泣け。
That's the way it's gonna be, huh? Fine. I don't have a ton of time to stand here and screw around, so I'm gonna make this as clear as possible. You want the conduction grid tech, then you're gonna have to download it from the power core of Generdyne's facility in the underbelly.
なるほど。簡単そうだ。どのような施設なんだ？アンダーベリアどこだ？
Beneath your feet, genius.
あ、ここ？
It's the lowest level of Neon. Generdyne and Xenofresh are down there, along with some of the finest cuisine in the city.
パワーコアとはなんだ？
Some fancy name the brain-trusted Generdyne calls the room where all the power from the conduction grid is stored. Cute, right? Hey, don't look at me. I didn't build the damn thing. All I know is that the tech inside the place is valuable.
なるほど。どのような施設なんだ？
I'm talking about Generdyne's main power plant for Neon. All their cushy offices might be up in the trade tower, but the nuts and bolts of their operation are running beneath the city.
なるほど。簡単そうだ。
Love the confidence. But before you pull the ripcord, I'm afraid I need to add a bit of a wrinkle.
なんだ？
While you're inside Generdyne, I need you to plant a virus into their system. It's a simple side job that'll earn you some credits. I think you can handle it.
金を余分に儲けることにはいつでも興味がある。
Well, well, look at you. You're smarter than I thought. Generdyne has all sorts of tasty, valuable snacks in their databanks, and I want access.
な
Here,
るほど。
take this micro drive and access the computer in Brayson Bayou's office. It'll do the rest on its own.
研究手法、この高速ワイヤレスデータ収集サイフォンがあれば仕事はできるはずだ。
It might be wireless, but you aren't going to be able to use it from here, genius.
なるほど。
Generdyne's got their place locked down tight. But, as usual, the weak link comes from the people that work there.
正
I
論
recommend
だ
you。start with Ayumi Komiko, an upper-level exec at Generdyne. Get your hands on her security pass, and you'll have the run of the place.
なるほど。何かあるはずだ。簡単だ。彼女を排除してパイスを手に入れる。
Yeah, you probably don't want to do that. Komiko's having a little fling with Benjamin Bayou. Anyway, you can find Komiko at Euphorica. Talk to the owner of the place, Micah. She'll point you in the right direction. As for dealing with Komiko herself, she's got an office in the trade tower if you're looking for something incriminating. Rest is up to you, Rook. When you're done, come meet me at the VIP booth in the Astral Lounge so we can celebrate.
それは楽しみだ。
Just grab that tech and plant the virus. Should be a cinch.
簡単に言ってくれるよ。はい。ということで、そろそろお時間が経ってまいりました。次回、この次からやっていきましょう。 この動画をお気に召しましたら、ぜひチャンネル登録、高評価をお願いします。それではまたどこかでお会いしましょう。さよなら、さよなら、さよなら。なるきんばんさいでした。言ってくれるじゃないか。要はサボるってことだ。そんなことないだろ。あいつらめちゃくちゃおしゃべりだぞ。厳しい船長だな。君の声が聞きたかったよ。ああ、人間の言葉で頼む。似合ってるじゃないか、その制服。聞いて驚くな。精神論だぞ、あいつは。まあ、リーダーもやりやすいでしょうね。